I still don't have an intro, but who needs one? Hey everybody, this is Alvsy Sprocket here, and we are back in Biters and Bullets. Just playing some random games and having fun and not focusing too much on them. If you remember from last time when I played this game, I went down and fought a bunch of zombies and a big zombie monkey who beat the crap out of me, and I wasn't doing all that well. But I've been playing the game a little bit in my spare time, so I've gotten a little bit more stuff, and as you can see up on the side here, some of the challenges I've done too. So if we look up here real quick, I've collected 4 of the 5 warheads. Those are randomly spread around the map. I haven't found the 5th one yet, but I think I know where it might be. And I haven't delivered the pizza. But I have done graveyard shift and stepping on stones, which I'll show you how to do in this before we really try and get this done. But the other thing I've done is I've bought the other characters and I've bought the other weapons. If you remember the end of the last time, we used the SMG, and I'm going to be using the SMG a little bit more, so I'll show off the sniper and show you how to get those other 2 things. Alright, so actually we're in a pretty good spot right here to just show off a little bit of what we've got. So the sniper rifle's pretty nice because it does pierce through multiple enemies, which is relatively handy, but it does take a long time to reload, and it only does 6 shots, I think? Yeah, it's 6 shots and then you need to reload, so it is a little rough as far as that goes. But here are the stones. So basically the way these stones work is they're a puzzle. Whenever you press down on one of them, all the adjacent ones alternate. So if, for instance, we step on this middle one here, then all the ones around it go down. Obviously, we need to get all of them down at the same time, which is a little tricky given how many zombies there are, but I know exactly how to do it. The easiest way to get this puzzle done is to hit that corner starting, and then we want to obviously see that the ones around it, oh, we did get a level up. I'll just do that very quickly. So the ones around it have now changed. We hit the wrong one, so I'm gonna have to reset it. Okay, I instantly died. We're not gonna use the sniper rifle because it's terrible. I said that and immediately loaded in with the sniper rifle. But yeah, so while the sniper rifle is pretty cool because it does some pretty good damage, albeit it does do less damage per shot than the pistol, and it fires slower. So aside from the pierce, it's not quite as good, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Alright, this time I should be able to show it off a little bit better once I find the those stones. I believe they're right down over here. Well, they're not right here, but there's a good little crate there. Yeah, so the good reason to play as Ferguson for most of the time is you do get some good increases to the amount of gold and experience you get, which is very handy. His other 2 upgrades aren't that significant, so I pretty much just ignore them. But yeah, so let's head towards those stones and the graveyard. Whichever one we come across first, I'll meet you guys there. Okay, since I found this one first, I'll explain this one first. So right up here is the graveyard, and if you look right in here, you'll see this wolf sitting there. He looks either injured or sleepy, whichever it is, we don't really know. But basically this one is very easy. All you have to do is basically, as far as I can tell, hold out in this area for a little while, and it will cause a special mini-boss to appear. That mini-boss, if we can get him to spawn, is the Grim Reaper. In order to wake up our little puppy, all we have to do is kill the Grim Reaper. Very easy. Ah, there he is. So he is a mini-boss, so he has a lot of health. But the drops that he does have are pretty handy. Because I believe he does still drop a crate. And obviously, if you don't have the achievement, it does get you graveyard shift. So, very handy. Yeah, as you can see, the Grim Reaper takes a lot of hits to actually take him down. So, it's going to take a little while to actually show this off, but we will get there eventually. Probably. Oh, one thing I think that I might have forgotten about is the fact that he does seem to go away if you leave the graveyard, which means you do have to hold out here and take him down all while staying in the general area of the graveyard. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show exactly killing him, but you saw him on screen. You can imagine with enough bullets you will eventually kill him. When you do that, the puppy disappears from inside the church, and you're able to get yourself a nice brand new dog friend. We do have the monkey on us now, so we're probably not going to last much longer, but hopefully I can find the stones again. Otherwise, I might have to go to Plan B for showing off how to do the stones correctly. Which, hopefully I don't have to do that, but we will see. Yeah, so another thing to remember is that every respawn point actually has its own, it's a totally different area that you go to, and a lot of the times they are very handy. But basically, with these stones, if you do 3 of the corners after doing the middle one, you'll just be left with those 2 there, and it will activate. So basically you do the middle, and then you do the 4 corners in a circle, and you'll get the stones, which unlocks the shotgun, a very handy weapon. And back here from the menu, if we equip the shotgun, I can show that off real quick. The shotgun's actually pretty cool because it is a bit of a unique weapon that plays a little bit differently to the other guns. So if you see there, it does fire a bunch of pellets at once, and even though each one does less damage, they obviously pierce through other zombies, which means early game, and if you're able to keep the damage on it up, it is pretty effective. Because yeah, as you can see, it just cuts through, I think, 3 zombies each shell. Not each shell, each projectile. So shooting that many projectiles in a spread, very, very good. And get attack speed, because one thing above all else is very powerful in this game. Obviously, keeping base damage up is nice, but the number one thing you want is attack speed, because attack speed is king. The shotgun obviously does have a little bit of a maybe longer reload, but actually it feels like all the weapons have pretty much the same reload time. Yeah, so now the shells actually penetrate an additional enemy. And if you want to do really well with the shotgun, you probably want manual aim on, that way you can determine where the projectiles are going a little bit better. But I'm happy to just make do as is. I say that, and I die. But while those things are nice and all, and while I still am working on getting the last warhead and finding the pizza, which I still have no idea where that is, let's get to the real meat and potatoes of this, which is, I'm pretty sure that I can survive. I'm pretty sure I can make it through the 20 minutes. And the way I'm going to do that is by taking the SMG and playing as Barbara, because Barbara is very cool. Unlike good old Ferguson here, who gets, he gets pickup radius, max HP, XP gain, and coin gain. Coin gain is nice for grinding, but otherwise in a actual run, your number of coins doesn't matter. XP gain is okay, but an extra 10%, you can take it or leave it. He does get to the highest levels, but you don't necessarily need that. And pickup radius and max HP are almost useless in my opinion. Nelson is interesting because he gets some HP recovery, damage reduction, dodge chance, and move speed, which is all pretty nice. But Barbara has some of the best stuff, which is why I've maxed out a lot of it. She has increases to attack speed, increases to critical chance, increases to critical damage, and rerolls on her. So with the SMG, she is insane. So keep in mind how fast we were firing with the SMG before. Now with Barbara and the right setup, we are just grinding through zombies without a problem. As far as I can tell, Barbara's one of the only characters that can actually make headway against the Horde, rather than just, survive against them. There are situations that you can escape as Barbara that no other character really can. I'll take Molotov, because the Molotov is handy early on. It does get weaker over time, but for now, it'll definitely be worth taking. Yeah, as you can see, even with just basic damage, between the Molotov and her fire rate, she is tearing through them. Here, I'll take Sneakers because they will be helpful later on. But keep in mind, I do have 2 free rerolls as Barbara, just as part of choosing her as a character, which is exceptionally handy, because it means once you get to higher levels where every increase matters, she's able to be a bit more picky about what you want to get. I am taking some hits, but as you can see, I can more or less shoot my way through them. And with the Molotov upgrade, it's not amazing, but it does mean early on we'll be able to burn these guys without an issue. Very, very nice. And we've got an airstrike coming in. That'll help clear the area a little bit. And already worked to level 5. Yeah, so Yeah. XP increases nice on, what's his name, Ferguson, but with Barbara you can kill enough people to make that XP anyways. And here is the king. An increase to attack speed is amazing on her. We now have a 22% increased attack speed. 20% faster with a weapon that already fires incredibly fast. The low damage doesn't even matter because she fires fast enough to easily make up. In my mind, the SMG is just the best weapon you can choose because of that fact. I probably shouldn't have gone Molotov because the Molotov will get weaker later on, but for now it will help us survive a little bit more. But basically what I just want to do is hold out, grind, and try and get as much XP as possible. Which makes sense, but, you know, with Barbara you can actually do that. And I'm gonna get... let's get the wolf just to show that off. So the wolf is really handy, because it will just run off and fight the horde itself, without you having to control it or anything. And it's a bit better... Oh, gosh darn it. Alright, I'll have to give that another try. But the wolf is pretty good at tearing apart the horde over time. It's not the fastest killer, but it does work. I'm actually going to use a reroll early, because I don't necessarily want any of those. Here we go, SMG damage up. So now for quite a while, we're going to be one-hitting things with the SMG. So with its fast fire rate, one-hit shotting everything, it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, and while I am getting hit occasionally, that's because I'm being a little bit greedy here. Trying to get those level ups. Take the sneakers. And once we run into a little bit of trouble, if I just run and grab some crates, I should be able to get some heals to help me out. There we go, level 4. Yeah, and if attack boost is an option, basically always take it. Yeah, no other character can... Oh, I always jinx it. The other nice thing about Barbara is the fact that her critical chance increases are exceptionally handy for even if your damage is still a little bit lower, because there's just a chance that you'll do twice as much damage. So even if you don't have all the damage pluses yet, it is still very effective. And yeah, early on like this, she just tears through them. That's a reroll. Ooh, yeah, increase the damage. I did have the option of taking the UV light there, which, by the way, I have completely changed my tune from the last video, where I said it did nothing. Getting the UV light to be more powerful is incredibly potent, because it just creates an aura of death around you for everything that steps even vaguely close to you. And it means that between that and her fire rate, you can actually eat through the horde pretty efficiently. But I'm gonna go crate hunting here and see if I can't get some heals. There we go. And obviously because of that, I can kind of loop around here and get back to where I was originally and grab some of the experience that I had to leave at the time. Here we go. That's a reroll. I am out of rerolls, unfortunately, but I get UV, which is amazing, because especially the huge upgrades for it just make it an incredibly large area. Now, because they're getting close, we just make our loop back up this way, towards some more crates, and then potentially grab some of the XP that we left last time. You can be greedy, get that. Here we go. Increased knockback force. That will push them back even further when it activates. As you saw right there, one of those zombies just went flying because he stood a little too close to me, which is just what I like to see. But we've got a supply box right down here, which is great news. Supply boxes are amazing. They are taking a couple extra hits to kill now, which is a little bit of an issue, but with the supply box, we might be able to remedy that. And whenever you're doing one of these supply boxes, always make sure you do have a path out. There we go. Come on. Alright, I'll get the UV boost just to show off. Yeah, it gets incredibly large, and it means that if I stand there, I'm able to just eat away at the horde, because everyone who stands in a certain area on every tick just takes some damage and gets pushed away from me. It's incredibly handy. The only thing is, obviously, it's not constant, which would be super good. So you can't reliably say when it's going to activate. But yeah, that right there is just tearing through them. Oh, and here we go. Sketchy steroids. Well, the Happy Cigarette is nice for healing. I mean, just more damage makes this even more ridiculous. And if I get low on health, again, I can go crate hunting and potentially get heals like that. That I immediately take as much damage as I healed, so, you know. I guess I broke even, but I can find more crates. And going back through here, I should grab another level. There we go. Don't have many good options here, so I am going to take the Saw Blade as well. Which means we are the queen of just nothing can approach me. Which is very fun. Oh, that's a great... Okay, I was wondering what was getting me things before. So, a little bit of an explanation of what you just saw. Basically, every box has the chance to contain a magnet in it. The magnet pulls everything on the map to you, which means you pick up all that experience you left behind. It's very, very nice to get. See, because I just got a second level out of it, which I'm going to get... let's increase critical chance, even though doubling Saw Blade damage is very nice. And it is time for me to keep going up this street in hopes of finding a crate, because very soon the mini-boss is going to spawn. And I want to be at full health, or as close to full as I can get for that. There's the mini-boss, the monkey. It's time to get a revenge on the monkey. My damage isn't super high, so it will not be the fastest thing in the world, but... Ooh. Actually, we need to be careful. Grab that crate. Because there's 2 crates right in a row over here, which is fantastic news. That's 2 burgers, and double burger equals double heal. And I am trying to keep an eye out for that last warhead while we're out here. Oh, that's bad. That is why UV light is amazing. I would have died there because of those benches, but I didn't because UV pushed them all away. Incredibly good. Aha! So that is a supply box. Every mini-boss does drop those when they die. The problem is getting to it now, because it's going to take an incredible amount of time to get over there without dying. But if I do get it, it's basically like completing a supply drop. Let's see what we get. Please be the SMG. Better Saw Blade. Increased radius. I could get a revival, but that sounds like a cheesy way to do this. Oh. That being said, I might die if I don't, you know, get cheesy stuff, but I'll probably be fine. Alright, we're in major crate hunting mode now, because without the better SMG, I am not doing as much damage, and we still need to survive for 13 minutes. Here's a car! Now, the car might be about to get me killed, but I think it's fine. Yeah, do some damage, but then really what we want to do with the car is get down to where they won't be able to hit me and I can hit some crates. I could have sworn that the car can break crates, but apparently I'm wrong. That's good. Careful, careful, careful. If this is the building I'm thinking of, the crate is down here. Yeah. One thing that's very nice is that crates do have set spawn spots, so you don't have to go hunting that part. Once you know the map a little bit, you'll know more or less where the crates will be, which will probably keep alive a little longer. Now I say that. Please hit that. Alright, a supply box, but it's all the way down there. That is potentially my salvation, but potentially my death, so that's going to be very interesting. Oh, we've got spitters. Spitters start around the 12-minute mark there. They do make things a little bit more complicated, but they don't do a ton of damage. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna risk it and work my way down to this supply drop. And we'll see what happens. Alright. Beware. Beware. This might be death. No, I made it. Alright. And there's the SMG upgrade. Perfect. The SMG is now once again doing a ton of damage when we hit with it. Increase the UV. Oh, I should have taken increased attack speed, but oh well. Make the UV more powerful. Grab that crate. And we've hit 1,000 kills already. Amazing. Oh, yeah, there's what a spitter can do. This could be potentially bad, but we made it. And if we're really unfortunate, we're probably moments away from another mini-boss spawning, which is going to hurt. But if I can get some crates to keep me alive, then we might be okay. Maybe. Oh, this is death. Yeah. Gosh darn it. I've maxed out her critical damage, so I'm going to give this one more shot. Here's a upgrade that I totally didn't even get last time, but this is an amazing one. You pick up a beer bottle and become basically super duper tall, and you're able to just step on everybody, which is amazing. I'll definitely take move speed, that's always handy. And I'm almost level 4 already on this one, so this is off to a pretty good start. Alright, I'm off to a pretty good start here, just because I'm about 3.5 minutes in, and I've gotten at least one box so far. It's not, I didn't get the best thing. I got an upgrade to the drone, which is kind of nice, but not the best thing you can get, obviously. Probably the upgraded SMG is the best thing you could hope for, but upgrading the drone, not too bad, because obviously setting things on fire can be very handy. Alright, we do have the monkey after us, which is going to make things a little trickier, but if we can take him down, we do get a box, so here's to hoping we can get him. And the drone is actually pulling its weight quite a bit. I haven't gotten too many upgrades to help me slow him down anymore, but it's definitely the next thing to be working on. I guess I'll take Molotov there. Not a lot of options. Definitely grabbing more of the rerolls is probably worth it, because getting stuck having to choose something like that, where the Molotov, it's very nice in the beginning, but it definitely gets weaker over time. And I did maybe potentially end up in the worst spot here. Ooh, just barely. You can see, like, the horde itself has diminished so much, just over time, just slowly but surely knocking away at it, which is very nice to see. Monkey is down. Can I get the box without dying? Yes, I can. Now we're hoping for... well, not amazing, but I guess I'll take the Molotov upgrade. Oh, that was cheating. Okay. The one problem I do have with this game is that the horde does respawn, so all of a sudden they did respawn but underneath me instead of where they were chasing me above. That's pretty much the only complaint I've had about this game so far, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but it does feel like I got cornered by respawns, but oh well. I'll give it one more shot. I've got a bunch of damage upgrades in the Reapers actually here, so let's see if I can take him down. Yes, he went down easy that time. I had 2 damage upgrades for the SMG, so yeah, he didn't stand a chance. Right now we're absolutely one-hitting everything. Now you can see the dog is no longer there. Which, that would unlock the achievement if I didn't already have it. Since I already do, it doesn't do anything else, but at least I was able to show it off. Here's one of the other power-ups. I think the only one I haven't shown off yet, which is it's a forklift with a big wrecking ball on the front. It is pretty cool, but it is definitely the weakest because later on it is 100% slower than the zombies are, so they just surround you and you end up dying. Oh, almost like that, but I'm not dead. Hopefully I can keep it that way. One other thing to keep in mind is, unlike how I previously said the purples are a free level up, they are not. They're just worth a ton of XP. Grab that funny looking hat. Oh, what? I'm giving it another shot. That one's definitely a reroll. Yeah, get the happy cigarette. The thing about the happy cigarette is, like the exploding bullets, the first rank is the only one you really want, because increasing the rate is okay, but not a huge difference, but increasing it from not occurring to happening at least a little bit is better than nothing. And by better than nothing, I mean just generally a better option. Because you're massively increasing your odds for one thing to happen, instead of just, say, doubling it. You're causing that thing to actually happen. And now I can dip myself out of the hole by... Ooh. That's hard. UV or SMG upgrade. I'm gonna go with the SMG. I'll use my last reroll. Great. I ended up rerolling for items that I had the option of taking on the first try. Love it. Oh well. Thing is, those rerolls could theoretically be incredibly useful, which is why I think this character is probably the best one to try and survive on, but even without, I think they're still especially effective. Considering I haven't even increased their rate of fire yet, and they're still cutting their way right through the hordes. Not great choices. Get the shield. The shield can be very handy. I can't remember if I had it in the first video, but basically it means that at one point or another, when you do get hit, it'll take down the shield on the first one instead of just, you know, doing health damage. And eventually the shield does recharge. Yeah, so you see there, it took the shield, but it did not take down any of my health. Very handy. Admittedly not the best one, but better than nothing. Oh, that's a monkey. Get the saw blade. Sure. So much money. But money won't help me defeat this monkey. Careful here in the center of town, because the park benches will kill you. Death by park bench is a definite possibility. Bulb protected me. Perfect. Grab that. Please give me something good. I'll take that hat, because increased damage while I'm below health, while I'm low on health, is going to be very, very helpful, because I will probably be low on health very soon. And this could show off exactly my problem with Bulldozer, although it did very good on that occasion. But yeah, like, they're getting really close to me now, which is a problem, for obvious reasons. Fortunately, it does give my bubble some time to recharge. And finally, a fire rate increase. That'll be very handy. I don't think the bubble's gonna save me. Oh, it just barely did. That was close. Woohoo! Stupid spitter. Alright. Hold, hold, hold. Alright. I don't think any of these things are going to help me. But sure, get a second saw blade. I've never been so upset that I'm so rich and full of cheeseburgers. I'd love something besides cheeseburgers, please. Ooh. Even with damage reduction and the shield, I just took a ton of damage there. But I'm still alive. Oh, let's hope we can keep it that way. Uh-oh. We've got a new mini-boss on the map because I can't pick up the beer. And if it is who I'm thinking of yet, it's that guy. I don't know what he is. But he's got, like, bull horns and an angry face. And he's not a fun guy. If I happen to take him out, I might get the better SMG, but we'll see if I can even do that. Come on. Come on. Take him down. Take him down. Go this way. Get this box. I'll take a burger. Oh, we got him. We got him. Alright. Now, if I can get a magnet, I'd be even better. Oh! Okay, that lag almost killed me. Oh boy. This is where things start to get busy. But the upgrade off of that guy is absolutely critical to making it any farther. Oh boy, that was a magnet. Alright. UV damage increased. UV knockback increased. That wasn't as much as I was hoping for, admittedly. Ooh. Okay. I might be about to perish. I just need to be careful. Okay, I got that. Really? Really? I guess get the spinning axe, because it's marginally better. Time to go stompy. And those are ghosts. They just occasionally show up now. And anything they stomp on just takes a bunch of damage. This is why things get busy. They've got a burger. We've got Hell's Retriever. Apparently I've gone from just doing regular zombies to Black Ops Alcatraz zombies. Love to see it. This crate's in a bad spot, but that's not gonna help me. Oh, I guess I barely escaped. Alright. I did lose my shield before I even got here, but yeah, no, this is gonna be bad. No, I can't hold that. I can't hold that. I have to run. Okay. I'm gonna have to increase the SMG damage. Which feels like a bit of a waste at this point, but... Ooh. That is why the shield is... Oh! Ah. So close. But unfortunately not enough. I got up to level 20, 2,000 kills. I racked up 1,000 coins somehow. But unfortunately, not enough. Alright. I don't know if this is going on the end of one of the videos, or on a separate video entirely, but I did it. I did it. I survived 20 minutes. Something just spawned to get me to my destination faster. I'm gonna go for it. The trick was basically, I actually just got my first, like, fire rate up. I just got very lucky with getting a good UV. Yeah, my UV is rank 8. And it's got gold star. I did find the last, warhead. It's okay. It's probably better once you get some upgrades into it. And I just... Somehow I did it. But let's take that. And apparently... Okay, this is just a fast travel to get to where I need to go. I'm only level 23, which is definitely not as high as I have been on some playthroughs. But it's time to give this a shot, if I can figure out how to drive. Here we are. Karen, and she is triggered. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh! Okay, so movement speed is huge for taking her on safely. Oh, and she does summon mobs. Okay, that's not fantastic. Doing some damage. Oh boy. Yeah, movement speed is actually way more important for this than I thought it would be. But the bubble is gonna help. Because occasionally, even if I miss some, I'm gonna be able to avoid some of the bigger hits. But there are no crates here, so it's based entirely on my happy cigarette regen and the bubble. Oh, that's bad. Get some good hits in on there. Please, no. Alright, triggered the bubble. That's fine. Is she affected by the... Ow. She is affected by the AoE, which is good. But I'm just barely keeping ahead of her with my movement speed. So apparently that is a necessity to help take her on. Means the other guy could potentially... I need to focus. I don't know if she'll have a phase 2. Run! We are doing good damage. Oh, bubble. Wait for the bubble. Ooh, that was a bad hit. Hold, hold, hold. Okay, bubble's back. Bubble's gone. She's down to like a third. No! Gosh darn it. Holy cow. My kills wasn't even as high. Like, I didn't have nearly as many kills on that playthrough as I have other ones. Oh, holy crap. Alright, I think I'm going to throw this on the end of the second video. So, I'll just get rid of the outro that I had for that, because that's way more interesting than just I failed to do it. But yes, this has been Biters and Bullets. I might eventually beat it in my own time, but I'm probably not going to show it. You've seen what most of the fight is like. It is interesting. That's very tricky. I didn't realize how important movement speed would be. Same with health. You know, I got stuck with this thing. That didn't help once in the final battle. So that's good. But yes, this has been Biters and Bullets. Check out the demo if you want to. It has been a lot of fun. I recommend you go and play it for yourself and see if you can beat Karen and see if you can deliver the pizza. Let me know if you find the pizza in the comments. Not if you find the pizza in the comments. Let me know where the pizza is by telling me in the comments. Okay, don't leave pizzas in the comments. I can't take care of them there. But yes, in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to be nice to the people and be awesome out there, and I will see you in the next one.